get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I don't fucking take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Turning back. Hi, Grandma.
Hi.
How you doing, Grandma? How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Okay. I want to say hi to. How do you say that? Breege?
Breege.
Breege. Hi, Breege. Thank you for being here. Okay, and I want to tell everybody I'm streaming on 2 other platforms. So if you're like on Facebook or my other YouTube, 2 platforms, whatever. We will not see your comments unless you're on the main one. That's how StreamYard works. And StreamYard is being weird today. So you all know it's not my laptop. Because I got a new laptop. Carissa, hi. Now, this is interesting. If anybody knows, and I'm sure all you guys have followed this case since day one. Okay, Letecia is suing 8 dependents at the Kansas DOC.
Can I ask something real quick?
Sure.
She is suing some of the defense lawyers, the defenders, public defenders that worked on her case, or defendants.
8 dependents out there. Now she tried this in 20. Let's see. Let me look. And I have the document here. You guys look at. You guys know I keep everything. Now
Yes.
some things I feel needs to be looked into. Okay. Okay. This one was El Paso. She did El Paso jail, Trinity Foods, and WellPath, September 22nd, 22. Okay.
Oh, I see. It's a civil rights of a prisoner.
Yes.
Okay.
Morning from Denver. Hey. And then I got these documents here. Her civil case, but I just read to you all the documents here. Okay.
She's not normal.
I'm just trying to show you guys everything I got. Oh, here we go. So here, this is brought up to SA stuff there, which I feel does need to look into. But I do have the documents right here from South Carolina. Okay.
When were those ones dated? When did she file that?
2016.
She's been doing this for that long?
Longer. Okay, and
Oh,
here's another one, you guys. The our report. Okay, that
yeah,
one. And
yeah.
this one here is the civil case documents. I was going to do to watch the video. I did a live because it's a lot of reading. Who knows if we'll get to it, right? However, the person that is with me on my live hurt me really bad, and I'm not gonna put her voice out there. Also, I want to say to people, how am I going to say this? Anything that had to do with me and Letecia, because of how I've been treated and what some doggy shit people have done to me, is on private. So if I was all about the money, because I don't make money, and all about the tension, I put everything on private.
Right.
Right after the trial. Okay. All right. Also, I did pull these up. Who knows if we'll look at them? Remember, Letecia wrote letters to the judge? Well, I got these pulled up.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot. And if anybody remembers, do you remember Judge Bain, the first judge she wrote a letter to, and they sealed it? That is no longer on the docket.
It's not?
I couldn't find it because I wanted to see if they unsealed it. I can't find it.
Really?
Really, it's not there.
So did they drop it? I mean, wouldn't you be able to find that if they dropped the case?
No, this is to the judge. Have you been following this case since day one?
Not since day one.
Oh,
Really close after.
okay. She wrote Judge Bain. He was the very, very first judge on this case. And she wrote a letter to him too. And that is no longer, and that was sealed, that is no longer on the court docket website.
It's
Oh,
interesting.
hi, how are you doing? Okay. And this is my special guest. Also, there is a girl on here. She is so, so, so sweet. And I want you guys to sub up to her, or if you haven't, here she is, Alex Erickson. She is very, very sweet and kind. She's welcoming, and she supplied me with these documents. Thank you so much, Alex.
Thanks, Alex.
Very, very pretty girl.
She is.
No, she's very nice too.
That's what's most important.
So I like to give credit where credit's due. You know what I mean? That's what I do.
Yeah, you got to share and support these good people out there. There's
Right.
so many bad.
Right? I don't, never mind. Never mind. Okay. Real quick,
Later.
guys, I haven't been around for almost 2 weeks. Okay. Shit is happening in my life. Anyways, hi, how you doing?
Oh, I don't think Alex is in here.
No, I don't know if she'll come through, but I just wanted her to know that thank you very much. And she's very sweet. And you know how we laugh around here? That's what her and her peoples do. Even though it's horrible shit that we do, we can still laugh. And people don't take it personal there. And everybody gets along, and I love it. I love that. And I hardly go on people's chats. We know that. So later I'm going to do a live because I've been seeing what's going on, and I need to put my 2 cents out there because I am in the true crime community and I've discussed it, and it's embarrassing for even myself. That's why I don't want to be considered true crime, but that's everything I do, and just give a life update and calling people out. Not a regular live that I would ever do. Here we go. We are going to go to, hold on. Sorry, guys. Have patience, you guys. It's been a while. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Where is it? There it is. Oh, also, I want to say real quick. Okay, you guys. I'm going to pull this up here. I want you guys to see anything. If you guys remember this, let's laugh. This is when Letecia is morphing.
We're not as tough as we're not as tough we're not as tough
Sorry, guys. I had it on loop. Do you guys remember when she was morphing?
Oh my God, she is demon possessed.
She was acting. She's an
That
actress.
is so weird.
Okay. Yeah, she's something else. And before people ask, I do want to say that I have talked to Letecia. Okay, I'm out there. I'm honest. People know that. I haven't talked to her for 2 months though. But remember when I told you guys after the hearing, I was sickening when I heard what she did to Gannon, and when she pleaded guilty by the reason of insanity, she admitted it. And so I did write her after the trial, and I told her how she hurt me. How could she do that to Gannon's family? I told her, I think you owe me an apology. I went through a lot of shit supporting you because the innocent till proven guilty, right? So, but I do want to say, because of what happened to me with a certain creator, I don't want to share any more about Letecia and me talking to her.
I don't blame you.
When people hurt you like that and the hate you get, there we go. Here we go, people. Okay. I'm not going to say all these names, okay? Oh, look at this. What's going on here? Look at that. Grandma, going to have to help me read. So here we go. God, I can't even think right now.
Here.
There's like 8 defendants. So I'm going to just say the Kansas DOC. Okay?
I'm here and ready to help. What do you want me to read?
Hold on. Something's going on. See my cursor?
Yeah.
Something's wrong. Hold on.
I think it's your cursor speed.
No. It don't usually show right there. I don't know what's going on. Let's try this again. It's never done that. Hold on. Is it still doing it?
No. I see. Well, I can see it, but that
is so weird.
Well, I mean, that we usually see
That's
your
okay.
cursor,
okay.
But it's usually not colored like that.
Oh, something's up. That's okay. It's okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, this was filed March 26, 2024. And again, thank you, Alex, for these documents. All right. So here we go. Grandma, can you see all this too?
Oh, yeah. I made my screen big so I can read it.
God.
You want me to go ahead?
Hold on. So these are all the defendants here. Jeff, DOC, Secretary of Corrections. She says her rights have been violated by the state or local official, and includes
those working
for the state prison system.
Oh.
Look at this, you guys. Hold on.
Oh my.
Yep. Here, let's see. 10 defendants.
And
10. Okay. This is a civil lawsuit.
holy shit. Oops, sorry.
Okay. Comes now, Letecia petitioner pros. Oh, it's pro se, and respectively represents that she is unlawfully deprived of her liberties at the DOC in Kansas. She is housed at the, what is that, TCF on the interstate. Well, anyways, the DOC. Sorry, guys. So they have been violating her rights. Color of state law, additional defendants. Okay. State and local officials. And here they all are. Let's see.
Oh my.
Um,
Oh, this is good.
Head of security. Coordinator and compliance manager. DOC team unit administration. Oh gosh. Corrections office person. Oh, this is interesting. Color names. Remember I told you she did something like this back then?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And then the medical provider, administrator, disciplinary administrator.
She's crazy.
Cause of action. Right to access the court's right to access an attorney, interfering with legal mail.
Huh.
Supporting facts. August 2023. This is when it started, she said. And as a matter of fact, I think maybe she went there August of 2023. I'm not 100% when she was moved there. I'll have to look at my emails with her.
Oh, this is great.
I
I
must
can't
say
believe
this.
this.
What she told me, she was so happy to be there, and it was like a college campus, and she had more freedoms there.
Really?
Yeah. So who knows what happened? I don't know. Okay, she said she was denied access to an attorney for her appeals. She requested phone access through the facility's policy and was denied adding my attorney. What? And she appealed it. So the warden, he denied it, who still denied adding my attorney. Who was her attorney?
She was.
She just said pro se. I'm confused.
Well, I think she was denied access to an attorney, so she is on this. She is acting pro se.
This is the first time I've seen documents.
I'm saying on this document, she is acting pro se because they didn't allow her to have her attorney added. So then they're mean to her. That's what she's going into now at the bottom part of this.
Well, what I'm thinking, she didn't do that appeal within 30 days. Remember, they got 30 days.
Yeah.
Who knows? This is Letecia.
There was a question for you, Kit.
Okay.
Brige.
Help me out.
Brige asked you, do you know if her daughter speaks to her? It's okay if you don't want to answer that.
She told me yes.
Okay. So here are her counts.
Go ahead.
Because once she was denied the attorney being added, then they were just mean to her. Cruel and unusual punishment, deliberate indifference to her health and safety, and Topeka Correctional Facility, TCF, I am exposed to toxins, sewage leaks from lack of plumbing, and disposing of waste that causes the waste to return to our cells, including other inmates. Free exercise, equal protection of religion, retaliation and due process for filing USC 1983. I included count 3 and count 4 supporting facts on attached sheets.
Here we go. Oh, okay, here.
Have you begun
Previous
other lawsuits?
She said yes. And she understands some facts. conditions of your imprisonment. Why did she underline these?
Because she was talking to herself when she did that.
Yes,
Have
obviously.
you ever filed? So she's saying, I've never filed against a prison or in the state of Kansas, filed against the county jail in Colorado. See,
Okay, what's pending?
the disposition of that case. Was it dismissed? Was it appealed? It is pending.
Okay.
So that one is not gone. It is pending.
Now let me tell you something. This is what happened. They did dismiss it. However, I think there was an error on her part or their part. We'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
Free exercise and deliberate indifference to medical care as pre-trial detainee.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
Approximate date, September 2022. We went through that. She said it's pending.
I've exhausted all remedies through KDOC and its grievance process, and I have emailed, mailed, and sent certified letters to Colorado defendants. I also filed a state habeas civil for illegal detention in Kansas for statute violations. Oh, God. Injunction relief. Preliminary injunction should be granted to prevent continued violation. Compensatory damages for physical damage, sexual abuse.
SA.
Sorry. S abuse. Eighth Amendment prison conditions. Filing fees and continued intentional infliction of harm and retaliation.
Oh, boy.
Right to attorney, Sixth Amendment. I was denied access to an attorney for my direct appeal. I requested phone access and was denied adding my attorney by defendants. Defense, Holly Chavez. I appealed to the warden, Donna Hook, and the secretary, Jeff Zamuda. The denial started in August 2023 and continued through the grievances in December 2023. I tried writing my attorney, and my mail has been confiscated by Dalton Hartpence, even in the presence of a sergeant. Mail tampering, September 2023 to present. Right to access the court's First Amendment, since the defendants listed in the above paragraph engaged in tampering with my mail, and denial of adding an attorney for legal representation. My right to access the courts was chilled. Due to their actions, I was forced to file a request to represent myself in a criminal matter involving direct appeal. The lack of access to Colorado state courts prevents me from attaching sentence, although I understand that the sending state provides a majority of resources. Defendants Chavez, Hook, Hartpence, and Zamuda have also deprived me of a specific opportunity to defend myself and advance a viable legal claim by interfering with a mail that's supposed to be and denial of attorney. Next, I have an open prison conditions case in Colorado in which I challenged various aspects while I was in county jail. The shortcomings in the library have hindered efforts to continue pursuing it. The case is non-frivolous and has been accepted by the court in 2022. In December 2023, the court tried to reach me, and once again, my legal mail was tampered with. I then received a letter in February 2024 saying it would be dismissed because I did not have access and resources to respond, making it untimely.
Yes, that did happen.
Yeah.
I
also have sent letters, emails, certified mail to Detective Larry Turner and told him I did not have access to the courts in Colorado for direct appeal and a prison condition open case. I explained the lack of resources deprived me of my personal ability to access. Rather pro se or not on direct appeal, I am affected because I have a right to a pro se supplemental brief, and due to my direct knowledge, I need access for this matter. Finally, my open prison conditions case lists me as pro se, and so does my judicial misconduct case against a judge that presided over my criminal trial.
What?
Oh my God.
He was an amazing judge. He let her get away with so much bullshit.
Yeah, he put up with a lot. Oh my God. So here we go. Chavez, Hooks, and Muda, Hart Pants, Larry Turner, violations First and Sixth Amendment, injury, prevents plaintiff from attacking criminal conviction and prison conditions claim, and right to an attorney, mail tampering. Count 2, Eighth Amendment, at Topeka Correctional Facility, I'm exposed to toxins, sewage leaks from lack of plumbing and disposing of waste that causes the waste to return to our cells, including other inmates, feces, waste, etc., causing me to breathe in these fumes, including gray water. Sewage leaks through rooms, sinks are inoperable without hot water for sanitation. There's a hot water side, but it does not work in any of the rooms at TCH. And obvious signs of mold has led to medical issues, include breathing, stomach issues, dizziness, fever, headaches, and coughing. In addition to these conditions, I was exposed to contaminated water on or around January 14th, 2024. Prison officials Chavez, Hook, and Zamuda did not let the inmates know.
Okay, hold on. Do you guys remember and the other civil thing? She said she had stomach issues and headaches then. Do you guys remember all that? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just putting that out there. Okay.
Until after 24 plus hours of knowing that the warning came from the city of Topeka. Due to this issue, the pit continued to cause backups and toxins overflowed into our rooms at an increasing rate. We did not have.
Did that
Yeah.
really happen?
Yeah. Gross.
It did?
That's what she's saying.
Well, I'm going to have to look it up.
We did not have clean water to clean with. We were only given 2 bottles of water in the morning and 2 at night.
Oh.
Once the water contamination issue was restored, the issues with toxins and exposure to other feces has continued. It is estimated that it backs up and overflows in our rooms twice a week. As stated, there's no hot water in our rooms. Getting cleaning supplies is often an issue because sergeants on duty consistently yell about getting them and threaten to take them away daily. It does not have adequate ventilation, which adds to the exposure. As a result of these exposure and contaminations, I developed breathing issues in January 2024. She had them before. Then developed extreme headaches afterwards, started feeling dizzy and nausea. I already had daily nosebleeds present since December 2023. These issues continues until I develop some sort of virus or infection in my body, placing me in and out of medical for approximately 8 times, including one time that I was admitted to the infirmary. I was in bed for 7 days straight, had fevers ranging from 100 to 103, received breathing treatments, a large supply of medication, and several reports from nursing that my lungs were diminished. The long-term effects continue as I am still exposed to mold, to sewage leaks, and lack of sanitation. I still have side effects, and they will continue since the issues are never addressed. This is irreparable harm and deliberate indifference to inmate health and safety. Windows leak water, and winds are of extreme temps in winter at TCH, or ICH, whatever that is, ICH. Vermin also enters into some windows. Ew. Conditions at ICH fall below minimal civilized contemporary standards of decency. Finally, food is not prepared under clean conditions, and food is generally cold and does not follow nutritional guidelines. The timeline of events in this section of cruel and unusual punishment for prison conditions were present at arrival in August 2023 and are currently still happening.
Okay. Pause. Do you guys remember she was on a kosher diet? What happened to that? Okay.
She's special. Same defendants involved.
Okay. Sorry. Hi, everybody. Crimea River. Yeah, that's funny. She's still alive. Exactly. Okay.
Well, like Bree says, did she expect a hotel room in prison? I mean, come on.
Carla says, had she put this much effort towards civil rights of Gannett? Right. She wouldn't be concerned with this now, right? I don't think this is ever going to end with her. And you know what? She probably watches all of us on here. Seriously.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. She created this for herself.
Yeah, she did.
Okay, you want me to continue?
Yeah.
I began with the Form 9 process to Ms. Chavez, then grievance through Warden Hook, and appeal to the Secretary of Corrections, Jeff Samuda. In addition, I wrote Darcy Holthouse and Larry Turner because they are the interstate corrections coordinators, letting them know about the hazardous conditions at TCF. Exposure to toxic substances, sewer gas, rodent infestation.
Oh,
From the windows. She mentioned that earlier.
rodents.
Vermin, she said. Rodents, yes, come in the windows.
Oh,
Mice.
okay.
Contaminated with water and air. And I had personal injury, permanent injury, and sickness. Defendants listed disregard the risk, know that it was cruel and unusual, and failed to remedy it or take actions. Kansas defendants. Larry Turner is aware of these deliberate, indifferent conditions and failed to take actions removing me from them.
Okay. We're really going to have to look up if this is going on out there. I'm really interested to know this. Okay, sorry.
I don't feel sorry for her. I'm sorry. But
No.
I don't feel sorry for her at all.
No.
So if she's watching, whatever.
Believe me, she has people that do.
I know.
Yep. But we know somebody, don't we, Grandma, that has a phone in their cell right now.
Yes.
And they call me all the time. And I'm like, this is easy.
Okay.
It's got to be the guards getting them these phones.
Well, of course it is. Okay, count 2, continued deliberate indifference, medical. I'm suffering irreparable harm in the form of continued physical and mental pain and suffering, and an increasing risk that my hand will never be restored to its full usefulness. In addition, this is deliberate indifference by Centurion because it is a policy of the contractor to provide treatment that is below the basic level of standard of care. My right hand was injured by staff, unknown, and I was told by medical that I could not receive any treatment beyond that. Of talking to Dr. ERB, in January 2024, I have potential permanent nerve damage in my right hand. Centurion is indifferent because the treatment is inadequate to say that they cannot provide any treatment to restore mobility, assist with the permanent nerve damage, and the sharp pain and swelling. I'm sorry, don't care. Defendants involved: Centurion medical provider, Holly Chavez, Warden Hook, Jeff Samuda, and Larry Turner. All defendants are indifferent because I made each individual aware of the issue and they had knowledge of it. As for Centurion, I did this through Michelle Calvin. As for Larry Turner, I let him know that I remain in Kansas with an untreated injury. The other defendants were made aware through Form 9s and grievances. Deliberate indifference, sexual assault, SA. I was SA by Officer Dietrich in August 2023. I reported the incident due to TCF ignoring the PREA and violating policy. I was SA by Dietrich on October 23 on 2 separate occasions. On the first incident, Dietrich walked by and saw that the shower only had a trash bag covering it. He grabbed my breast through the door opening. He then grabbed them a second time and began to unlock my door. At this point, I was afraid and terrified of my safety. Thankfully, Officer Johnson came out of the closet. The situation had caused mental and emotional damage. I reported the incident to EAI. This was SA, not just S harassment. This was intentional infliction of unwanted pain and suffering from Dietrich.
Okay. I want to look into this to see if those kind of problems go on there. However, we know what she's done in the past. However, I do take this part seriously. I do.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Because they get away with crap like that.
Yeah, right.
Okay, defendants involved: Dietrich, the abuser. I also let Chavez, Warden Hook, Zamuda know through the emergency grievance process. These individuals failed to act on the abuse and forced me to stay around my abuser. I wrote Larry Turner and sent him a certified letter letting him know the conditions of confinement and the exposure to SA by staff. In summary, SA is cruel and unusual, and defendants were deliberately indifferent, and I suffered substantial harm. I question that. I then faced retaliation for reporting the PREA, and Valerie Watts did not stop these actions. I worked as a porter and had my job taken because I did not go to work on the day of the PREA investigation. I was given a DR for failure to go to work. However, I was told not to work because of the investigation.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking at comments here. She said she was essayed by Eduardo. Yep. Tara? I like that name. She claimed she was ARD on a cruise. Interesting. Okay.
But Dalton Hartpence told the unit team to give me a write-up. This was retaliation for filing the PREA and the retaliation claims against the unit team. The DR was dismissed and not guilty was entered because I was told to stay in my room instead. This is one of many forms of retaliation from TCF staff. I will explain additional ones for filing at 1983 in a separate section. Valerie Watts, the PREA coordinator, failed to follow policy or rules, and there's clear indication of deliberate intentional indifference. Pearson versus Hartley. Other defendants failed to stop the harassment. Once again, I informed Larry Turner of the retaliation. Deliberate indifference, safety, and similarly situated. I did not attempt to dictate where to be housed. I did, however, say that I have a right to be reasonably safe, and to be similarly situated. Defendants Zamuda, Hook, Holthouse, Chavez, Hartpence disregard the excessive risk and substantial risk of serious harm by being housed around institutional violent offenders. Oh, Crimea River. Boo.
Oh, but what did she do to poor Gannon?
Just violent offender. Sorry.
She wonders why. Do you guys remember she hit that during transport? She hit that cop with a monster can.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where prison officials place prisoner in a situation of danger from others who are known to be aggressive and institutionally violent violates the Constitution. This is especially true where prison staff have identified aggressive and violent inmates and failed to take adequate measures to protect other inmates who have not shown institutional violence. In addition, I am not similarly situated as I am a class of one being treated differently. This issue has led to serious disruption in everyday prison life as symptoms increase, disturbing my functioning.
Okay. You know how they when you first go to prison, you get diagnostics or whatever they call it in Colorado. Okay. They look at your past behaviors to figure out where to put you.
Right.
Okay. Yep.
To be with like inmates.
Right.
Okay. This amounts to an atypical situation. I am the only individual who is not a disciplinary issue that cannot participate in any programming, classes, dog program, or anything at all at the prison. There are male inmates who have the same charges and non-disciplinary who have access to these in the where they house males. They
how do you know any of this about the males?
She's comparing that she's been treated differently, and she'll go into that in a sec. There are male inmates who have the same charges and non-disciplinary who have access to these programs and housing. There are female inmates in the same comparison group that I am treated differently as a class of one, which violates equal protection. Defendants involved, Zamuda, Hook, Hartpence, Whole House, are aware of this cruel nature and fail to remedy it. Larry Turner is aware and fails to remedy the ICC, with Kansas leaving me in a location that violates my constitutional rights. Count 3, free exercise, which is her First and 14th Amendments. When I arrived at Topeka correctional facility in August 2023. I was told that I could not check Native American and attend church services about God because I had to attend smudging under prison policy, blah, blah, blah. And I explained that this was treating someone differently based on their race or culture because many Native Americans believe in God and not smudging as a religion. I was forced to change it at intake or else. I came from CDOC to KDOC as Jewish Messianic. I was told that I could not attend a church service at TCF and be Jewish because they did not recognize Jewish and that no one at IJ Cell House was listed as Jewish.
What?
I reached out, to Chavez, Darcy Holthouse to explain that my transfer to Kansas was already a result of exercising freedom of speech and religion, and to be somewhere that continued with anti-Semitic behaviors was unconstitutional. Holly Chavez responds with practice in your cell. Darcy responded with, we do not recognize Jewish where you are housed and to take it up with Colorado.
Oh, no.
I explained that TCF cannot prohibit free exercise without a reason. It was then brought a change of religion form by the chaplain who stated Miss Chavez said I needed to change my religion. I was forced to choose one religion over another by Miss Chavez. I wrote that I was forced to change my religion on the form that they made me sign. I then sent several electronic Form 9s to the chaplain and Holly Chavez saying this was against the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment for forcing me to change religion to attend church, and against the 14th Amendment for discriminating and treating me poorly for being the only inmate down as Jewish. Chaplain Waller explained that I was the only individual who was being treated this way, and it was because Ms. Chavez, the warden, and the individuals at headquarters limit free exercise to women, that male inmates can attend as many church services as they like, and with any religion. This added to the equal protection because now being a member of a suspect class who has historically been treated differently, female, plus the anti-Semitic behaviors of not recognizing Jewish as a religion and failing to provide a kosher, there's your kosher, PCF, when this form says kosher was the approved diet, are all ways of setting back the religion and demonstrates excessive government entanglement with the religion by discriminating against Jewish culture and religion. The reason for these violations are not reasonably related to penological interest. Oh, God. I grieved all these issues through FSA, Chavez, Warden, Darcy, and Zamuda. I explained that prisons cannot make prisoners choose between religious practice and adequate nutrition. I also included the anti-Semitic behaviors, forcing me to change religion to attend church, forcing me to change race from Native American originally, or I had to do smudging, and all free exercise claims under Turner Arrest and Establishment Clause.
Okay. Do you remember she never wanted to talk about she's Native American? Do you recall that? I
Yes.
do. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Defendants responded with, we are not violating your rights. Each individual agreed with the next in the grievance process. Defendants involved, Chavez, Holthouse, Hook, and Zamuda. Larry Turner was also notified of these constitutional violations and reminding CDOC and his office that the transfer to Kansas was made for exercising First Amendment rights, knowing that TCF didn't recognize Jewish religion and that my rights were being violated in Kansas. Oy vey.
I know. Oh my God.
Dates August 2023 to current. Count 4, retaliation for filing claims. Retaliation began for doing something that I had a constitutional right to do under protected conduct. These actions began from TCF officials for filing a habeas civil action in local courts in January 2024 and a 1983 claim in February 2024 as part of my First Amendment rights. These actions are adverse actions and would stop an average person from continuing with their suit. Finally, there is causal connection because defendants listed in this section did what they did because of what I was doing and directly related to my protected conduct. On February 1st, I received a letter from Donna Hook saying there was a pending investigation about my use of the tablet, and the tablet would be revoked until the investigation was completed. Oh, poor her.
That's why I'm not hearing from her.
She's so mad.
Wow.
Now, this was a result of filing grievances and pointing out TCF's lack of responding to emergency situation, PREAs, abuse, statute violations, etc., in a state habeas. Instead of sending these e-file documents to the appropriate address, TCF received a copy to themselves, stalling the proceeding on multiple occasions. On February 1st, I was told that the state habeas was being sent to the federal district court instead of the state e-file address. This is the same day that I received a tablet suspension letter. After reviewing my tablet, I did not violate any tablet policies. However, I was given a DR that said that I entered into contracts and that I fulfilled my end of the obligation when I mailed out gifts. What? When I mailed out gifts from property on December 12th without the facility approval. First, this was inaccurate because the facility has a process in place to mail out items, and they approve it and debit the inmate's account, which I had done according to policy. The write-up was frivolous in an attempt to cover up TCF's lack of grievance process electronically. I had exposed how officials ignore emergency grievances and ignore issues within the facility. As a result, this was a way to keep me from continuing electronically. In fact, the DR that was given did not have a tablet suspension as part of the punishment that is allowed for Class 3.
Where's she finding all this out? Boy, I mean, look at, okay, do you remember when she tried to go pro se?
Yeah.
During her trial?
Yeah. She, you know,
she because she wanted to see what they had against her.
Yep.
Yeah.
This was retaliation for seeking remedies and for filing about the constitutional violations. She thinks she knows stuff and is so smart, and she's just screwing herself. She needs to shut up, in my opinion. I wrote Holly Chavez and Donna Cook to let them know that I had an open emergency grievance against a hearing officer who had threatened me January 2024. The emergency grievance has not been addressed, and this officer, Van Dyke, was holding the hearing, which would be unfair and impartial. Both defendants allowed the hearing to take place. The hearing took place February 26, 2024. I asked for evidence against me, and Van Dyke denied it. She told me to write a statement. I wrote a statement that I did not enter into any contracts, nor would there be any evidence that I said I entered into a contract. She continued to refuse due process during the hearing. It was not fair and impartial in the decision-making because I had reported her in January 2024 before receiving the DR. Van Dyke gave me the most extreme punishment of 10 days of room restriction for the lowest DR of a Class 3.
What is
Other individual with Class 1 and 2s receive less.
What is hold on. What did you just read? 10 days of room restriction? What does that mean? Maybe
instead of being in the hole, she gets stuck to her room and doesn't get to come out.
Oh, so, okay.
She's restricted to her room. She eats in her room. She doesn't get exercise. She doesn't get, open time.
Okay, I thought they called that the hole.
Well, no, that's a separate room. The hole is a separate room. And she's getting to stay in her room for 10 days. Hole. No, the hole is a completely different room.
Well,
you just have the little window and that's it.
Never mind. I just know my experience in my life. They call it the hole.
Okay, other individuals with Class 1 and 2s receive less. In fact, most Class 3s are turned into diversions or summary judgments, especially for inmates who do not get into trouble or ever had a DR. I had never been found guilty of a DR in prison, And this was an extreme measure taken by Van Dyke, Chavez, and Hook to justify suspending the electronic grievances. As of 3/25/24, I'm still facing extreme punishments for filing civil actions. I'm the only inmate without a tablet that was not given part of the DR. Although the tablet is a privilege, this is prison officials' way to keep me from filing electronic forms that have a tracking number on them because their paper Form 9s and grievances does not hold them accountable due to lack of tracking. I appealed the frivolous DR hearing and the impartial decision maker and Officer Van Dyke to Ms. Chavez for Donna Hook. I was told this was not grievable. I also appealed to the continued retaliation for filing USC 1983 by lengthy room searches. One happened the other day. Oh, one happened on the day I officially filed, and it lasted over an hour. Another happened 3/22/24 for 3 hours and 10 minutes, which included going through my legal box and reading information. I asked what was the purpose for reading this information and was told the officer was looking for a number. Once again, another frivolous scheme by prison officials, as nothing was found in my room. Prior to January 2024 and filing civil actions, I had never been targeted for obsessive room searches from August 23 to January 2024. I also had not received DRs while I mentioned filing a civil action. This is when I began to get threatened by staff such as Van Dyke, had my job as a porter taken by Hartpence, and was given a false DR with the officer who threatened me holding the hearing, refusing to identify any evidence, and who already had the 10-day punishment written down before the hearing began. Oh, the continued tablet restriction, which was not part of the Class 3 punishment given, prevents me from filing electronic grievances. They will ignore paper request. Prevents me from receiving facility messages and updates. Prevents me from viewing inmate booking and funds that I have. Restricts me from religious material, Jewish content, and church, and prevents my access to legal resources and outside assistance that I used the tablet for. Prison officials Chavez, Hook, and Holthouse were working to prevent or limit my outside resources for help with prison conditions and to punish me excessively for filing civil actions. The punishment is substantial because no other resident in the facility has received this excessive punishment.
I don't mean to laugh.
I do. I totally feel it. For a prolonged time for Class 3. In fact, they have not even received this for Class 1, such as assaults, contraband, drugs, etc., or a Class 2, disruptives and fighting, nor have they had an impartial decision maker by someone who threatened them prior, as Van Dyke did. Defendants involved: Chavez, Hook, Hartpence, Holthouse, Zamuda, and Van Dyke. Oh, December 2023, threatened civil action to current.
Okay, what's going on here? Hold on.
I think you've reached the end.
I thought there was more. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. That must be it, huh?
I think that's it because that covers everything.
Okay. That was a lot of reading. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome, dear.
Oh my.
I hope I didn't mess up too bad reading.
Maybe Dr. Lewis can help.
I know. I saw that, Mark. That was funny. I love Mark.
Well, thank you everybody for being here. So let's go look.
Yeah, the nerve damage is in her brain. She does. Look at that pretty kitty. Oh my gosh, Breeze.
Very cute. Catty. All right. Let's look at. Where's that document? Here we go.
God, she's a mess. Oh my gosh, she's such a mess.
Okay, this is from 2006. You know what? Oh, this was against the school district.
I see that.
Yeah, you know what? I think this did happen. Hold on. Let me see. I think she did win some money for that. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, what's this one? Oh, this is where I talk about. Okay, let's just look at this, you guys. There's Eduardo. Okay, did I talk in this?
Oh. This is who she accused.
Hold on. Oh my God. See, this is when I first started doing videos and I wasn't that good. So she looked this man up in the paper because he was on the run. See, I'm sorry, guys. I do videos way better now. I didn't read in this. Let's see. So we know about Eduardo. Yeah,
Which
we know
was a
about
lie.
that. Let's not go through that. I hate doing repeat. You know what I mean? We already know the case. This is about Quincy Brown and Eduardo. And this here.
Good morning. This video is about Letecia's civil suit. These are the documents. And if you want, go ahead and read them yourself because my reading skills suck. So, have fun, everybody.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love.
Okay. So yeah, yeah, we're not gonna go through that. Did anybody ever see? You know what? In case nobody's seen these documents, no, I think this case is still ongoing now. See, but I did do a live where we did go through this, but I don't want to play it because there's an icky memory of the person that was in that live with me. Yeah. So let's look at this real quick. Letter to the judge. Okay, this is 2021.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
She's been at this a while.
Look at her. Yeah. So let me see here. I want to see what this says here. Do you remember, guys, when she said it happened in Alaska, when they were in Alaska with somebody in the military with Al?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
I'm reading that and it's your movie. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I just want to point out some things. If I see it, did we ever find out if she really had a son? Because she talked about her biological son. She told me about her biological son, but I don't think it was ever proven.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel sorry for him. Oh, every day I'm getting worse mentally. Oh, no.
Let me look at the other one. All right, let's see here.
Look how different her handwriting is.
Oh yeah, she always changed it. Every one of them are different.
See, that is an indication that there is something wrong.
Right.
She can't spell either.
Here she talks about her Eighth Amendment, Fifth and Sixth.
Yeah, she's talking about her, them letting her mental health decline because she's being mistreated.
So what I noticed a lot that she says in this is what she's done in the past.
Yeah. It's a pattern.
Yeah. But I will say, even when she did win one case with the school and what happened there. They need to look into that. I don't know why they have males around for when women are showering.
I don't know.
I'm going to look into that prison to see if there was an issue with mold and all that, because if there's an issue with mold, wouldn't they have to transport these guys somewhere else? I don't know.
Girl, I know is that woman is a mess and a half.
Yeah.
She's a whole mess.
Hold on. Oh, wrong one. Hold on a minute. I'll look at all the comments here in a minute. When you're looking at documents like that in StreamYard, you can't see the comments, just so you know, unless you have another device to look on.
Right, I know, but I've got my phone by me, so I'm kind of keeping an eye on it. And
yeah. Okay, if anybody wants to see the stuff I've done on her, here you go. But I put on private every phone conversation I have with her, and our communication through letters.
yeah.
Sadly, all I was do was
are we addressing that issue?
a lot of people, made a lot of money off it, and boy, oh boy, what that person did to me, so hurtful. Oh my God, I can't believe how that hurt my heart.
There are a lot of people that are creators on YouTube and such who are not really creating much, except they are destroying a lot with their behavior.
Right.
One of them, with the initials BHB, in my opinion, is one of the most loathsome human beings on this planet because of the way she does it. It's not that she's there. It's not that she's reporting. It's how she does people.
I'm going to call her out today. I got to say what's on my mind because I'm sick of it, and I have that right. We can do that. What's that called again? Criticism.
Free speech.
Yeah, that too.
Free speech.
But you can't with her. You can't. But she can.
See, her mind is very similar, in my opinion, to Letecia's, because of how they want to twist the law to suit them.
Oh, good one. Yeah.
And abuse the legal system. Very interesting to me. It's a psychological issue.
Right.
Interesting. It'll be good to hear you go over that.
Oh yeah, I got to make my list. There's so okay, you guys. I was almost gone for 2 weeks, and I'm not shitting you. Let me look at it right now because I'm good. Okay, I have 66 texts I have not looked at, so don't take it personal. 20 voicemails and over 200 emails.
Oh my God.
So don't take it personal. I have a lot going on in my real life.
And yeah, no pressure with all them emails and crap. No pressure.
But you know what? When I'm with my children and grandbabies, they come first before this. You know what I mean? I still care about everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been rough. I've done a lot of crying. But I'm happy to be back and doing what I do. And there's going to be times you don't see me for a while again because of stuff going on, real serious stuff.
Yeah.
It's a parent's pain. And that's what I want to get at with BHB. She has no clue. I'm living it right now.
Kona's mom asked the questions. When are you going to be doing that? Later.
Today, later on, I will do a notification and I'll put it on the community wall. Yep.
Okay.
I've only done this 3 times in 5 years.
Let's just say, are you doing it after the dinner hour?
Yeah, after the dinner hour.
Okay, then
Yeah.
we give some people some idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
All right. Thank you, Miss Kit.
I want to thank everybody for being here. I just wanted to touch on this. If you guys think of anything you want to talk about, what do you think about Ruby Frankie? Oh my God.
Oh my God, what a Fruit Loop.
Oh God. And one thing I'm not putting out there are the injuries to the children. Oh my God.
I saw photos. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm not sharing them. I will not put those children out there like that. Nope.
No,
absolutely
no,
not.
no, they can get them elsewhere. They don't need to see that on your channel. I agree with you.
Oh, hell no.
But we can talk gently about it.
Definitely. Yeah. And I won't say their names. However,
No.
I don't know how people get away with this. You don't know. You watch these people, okay, on the internet. Oh my God. This is worse than abuse, you guys. Those pictures are horrid.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Has
Nope.
anyone that's in the chat seen them as well? Because I have seen them.
And I think it's disgusting. The people that are.
They should never see the light of day. These mothers should never see the light of day. No.
Nope, absolutely not.
No, I'm sorry. I no, they don't deserve to have children. Oh, you don't want to see them, Breeze. You don't want to see them.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Mom,
not.
you don't want to see them.
I wish I didn't see them. It's embedded in my head now.
Yeah, me too. I wish I could unsee that because it is not okay.
I didn't think they would.
Oh my God.
Those graphic images, but they did. But it's the way you handle it. Example, look at what happened with Gannon. People paying money to see that shit. It was bad enough listening to it.
Not everybody can see Kona's mom's comment, but they should. If you can put that up, I would appreciate that because
where is it?
She says those are not mothers.
No.
Just because you can get knocked up and give birth does not make you a mother. That is the nurturing part of a female who has given birth, is the mothering instinct. It's instinctual to protect and care for. If that is not there in your spirit, you are not a mother. That is terrible. And I don't ever want to see that on your channel.
Never. You'll never see that. If so, cancel me. No, I hear you. Myself. I couldn't do that. I think the children, because the internet's forever, oh God, that'd be awful.
I know. I don't want to participate in that.
Where are the kids now? I'm not 100%. Maybe I know there's been court hearings in the past that the dad had to do, and he's still there by her side. Are you kidding me? Knowing
what is wrong with him?
I don't know.
I don't understand him either. What a milquetoast panty waist excuse for a man.
Well, and then she's Mormon. Quit using that religion. They went their separate ways and did their own little thing and saying the kid was a demon. Come on, where did that shit come from?
No. And Mormons don't teach that to their families that children can be demons. They don't teach that to their children. That is some weird offshoot, thing that they ascribe to all on their own.
Right. Nippy, Letecia filed a case against Kansas DOC. So we went through that. Let's see.
You have
Yeah.
to rewatch, honey.
Yeah. We've been on for what, an hour now?
Yeah, hour 10 minutes.
Yeah. He should not be giving those kids. They will.
No.
How did he not see that? If you see the injuries and that,
If your kid is,
oh,
you know, duct taped, okay, something's wrong.
there's ropes, there's chains,
Yeah.
handcuffs.
No.
There's
Sorry.
a mo-
No.
It was disgusting.
They're implements of abuse. Though they're never needed in a family that is normal and not abusive. Those things are never needed for discipline of a child.
Oh my God, no.
I
Yeah,
don't care what they say.
Right.
They're sick people and they need Jesus. That is sick.
I wish
Sorry.
I didn't. Okay, there's over 200 photographs and, you know, like the house and all that. And when they popped up, I'm like, no freaking way, man.
I was speechless when I saw that. My jaw was hanging.
Right.
And I just wanted to just cry for these children. They have been abused so terribly.
But look at on the internet, they look like the perfect family. I mean, they're millionaires, aren't they? How did the dad not see that? I'm going back. I'm sorry. How did he not see his child like that? I don't.
No, they're all screwed up. There's something wrong with them. Talk about who has demons. Woo.
Right.
Anybody ever treated my kids like those people treated their kids, I would have taken them out.
Right.
They would never touch my child in that way. Never treat them that way. There is no thing that they could say to justify what they did to those children or the neglect that allowed it by the father, his neglect.
Just think, those kids are going to have to go through some major therapy.
Oh, they should, just to make sure that they aren't, you know, distrustful of any other human being.
Yeah. You know, they're old enough to, you know, realize, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's disgusting. I just cannot stand that family.
I know those kids were never able to touch things. You could tell. It didn't even look like they had kids in that house.
They weren't allowed to be children. That was robbed from them.
In the rooms that they were in.
Who changed their kid in a closet?
Oh God, I don't know.
Who does that?
I don't
You're
know.
a freaking monster if you do that.
I know.
Carolette, that was so cute. You joke about those things.
Just think about the neighbors. I wonder if they saw anything.
I bet the neighbors blamed themselves for not seeing the writing on the wall.
I bet you they've never seen the kids, actually, in my opinion. I
They've
don't know.
probably seen them loading them into cars, in and out of cars, but they probably didn't see them outside playing and being children.
Right.
God bless them. I'm so sorry for them.
Gotta hide their dirty deeds of, torture. There you go.
What?
That's the word, torture.
It absolutely is torture. I
cried, man. And so did
Yeah.
that paramedic lady. She cried. Or detective, whatever she was. She came out of the house crying.
I can't blame her. I would be a little puddle on the ground crying to
Because
see a kid like that.
the little girl wouldn't stand up and go to, paramedics or anything. And they handled it so good.
Kona's mom says that the neighbor who called when the little boy came over to his house, he cried.
Yeah, who did that to you?
Yeah.
I think I put up the video of it.
It's heartbreaking. And so, it kind of goes back to Letecia, that she didn't have a heart for anything but herself either. She still does not. She only worries about, how she's been maligned somehow. Her treatment is not fair. And I'm thinking, you're lucky to be alive. She's lucky she didn't get stuck in an electric chair the same week.
Right.
What she did to that boy. What a beautiful child he was.
Yeah.
He was so gorgeous. And he looked like a sweet little guy. And I cannot imagine her sitting there whining about how her life in prison is not perfect and her rights were taken advantage of. And,
It's
oh
prison.
my God.
It's not supposed to be,
It ain't a party, honey. You
No.
murdered someone, a child.
Yes, a baby.
I
The old
can't
man was
stand
saying,
these people. This is evil that is so prevalent in our country right now.
I don't know
Doesn't
what's going on. Just like that trial we just covered,
Yeah.
Mercedes,
Yeah.
that affected me.
Oh my God. She's
When they
beautiful.
put that recording in the courtroom, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that.
Something's wrong with people in this country.
I don't understand.
I mean, in other countries, what is the punishment in other countries for infanticide, which is what they call killing your child?
I don't know.
I mean, I need to find that out. I need to do some research and find out what do they do about that in other countries, and what is the percentage of it compared to our country.
Also, I will be looking up people, by the way. Sorry, Grandma, I didn't mean to cut you off. I don't want to forget. I'm going to look up if there's a sewage problem there and to see if inmates have been treated poorly.
How can you find that out, though, if they're not doing anything about it?
Well, some prisons, and I couldn't find it in Kansas, they let you know if the person, has a violation of any kind or whatever. Kansas don't, because I wanted to look into things she's been saying, because she tells something totally different, in an email than what's really going on.
She will, Kona's mom.
Never mind.
No, I got you.
How do you allow human rights to someone who, right?
We need to stop saving these people. We need to execute people who are cruel to children.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I suppose we better get going, huh? We're going to wrap this up. Yeah, so later on tonight, like after dinner time, it's going to be a free-for-all, people. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, brace yourself.
Yes. Because you know
You
what?
can't. Thank you.
I'm going to go off. Just
Good.
a tiny bit. Okay, Grandma, thank you so much for reading all that. All of it.
No problem.
You're a good reader.
Thanks.
Okay, everybody, thank you for coming through. Y'all are amazing. Love you, Grandma.
Bye.